Hey, listen up, man. A bunch of people were sent out to play NBA 2K18 early, man. So, of course, on Twitter and YouTube, we're starting to see a little bit of information, man. And maybe not a little bit, a lot of it in terms of gameplay. So, I'm high-key excited here in this video. I'm going to summarize it all. But before we get started, yo, let me break this shit down real quick. So, from the consensus is that it's like a polished 2K17. It doesn't feel like some brand new game. Although it feels different like this. What we're hearing is, I keep hearing it's polished. It's polished. It's polished. Alright, so you gotta explain to me, bro, because I was perusing on the Twitters, bro. I saw a tweet from Annoying who said, anywho, found a dribble exploit while dribbling, and they made me redo the dribble move so they can remove it. In my mind, I'm thinking, bro, they said they played the game from anywhere to 6 to 8 hours that day, right? 6 to 8 hours, and you found a dribble exploit. I'm like, bro, when people get the game, millions of people putting in millions of hours, there's more glitches that's gonna be in the game. Now, there's glitches in every game, but I'm thinking, like, if it's gonna be polished, if that's gonna be the main thing we hear from it, how? Anyway, it's just something that's been on my mind, man. It's kind of like a paradox. This shit is polished, but in 8 hours, you found a dribble exploit. In my mind, I'm like, yo, who is testing these games, bro? They should have flew out Annoying, like, in January, you know what I mean? Like, mad early, because fuck it, let's move on. Alright, I'm gonna be talking about the stuff I heard multiple people say, because some people had different experiences than others that went. I'm kind of hearing conflicting things, but if multiple people said the same thing, it's more likely to be the case. From what we're hearing, you get punished more for reaching this year, which, I mean, we all wanted that shit, right? It's fucking annoying when someone reaches, but they're still in the play. You should be able to beat somebody and capitalize off their mistake. Again, like I said previously, we're talking about a skills guy. If you make a mistake and reach, you need to be punished if the other player has the ability and the skill to punish you, and so that needs to be an alternative. Now, you've seen it, man. People been uploading screenshots and shit. I'll lace them over here, alright? The game looks fucking beautiful. They make the players look a little bit thin this year. Now, this is not news to anybody. Some people are saying some of the players look too skinny, but I think from afar, when you're playing on 2K or broadcast camera, it's gonna look just right. But anyway, yo, this shit look clean as fuck. I don't know how they continue to improve the graphics. It looks deluxe. Do I care? No, I don't give a fuck about graphics, but I felt like it was worth noting. Here's a huge one, y'all, because I heard this from multiple people's streams, and I was like, yo, cause it's a good thing they didn't patch limitless range. Now, I've been a sharpshooter, but I've been saying since time, they need to patch that shit. It's such a weird fucking badge. How are you shooting from half court? Anyway, so from what I'm hearing, people said they've been playing with Stephen Curry and pulling from half. So it's nothing that happened to limitless range. The badge is still in the game, and it's just as effective. Now, there have been some badges like brick wall that, from what we're hearing from multiple people, seen a massive nerf. Whoa, thank God. Even people that have brick wall are thinking, nah, okay, I seen that shit coming. What the fuck is up with the skin? 2K17 and 16, that brick wall just murdering people, man. You could abuse screens for days, so I'm glad it's taking a little bit more skill to actually set a fucking proper screen, because Brick Wall Bruiser was some of the deadliest shit in the game last year. Now, I heard this from pretty much everybody that talked about dribbling, is ankle breaker toned down significantly. Some of them said in the 8 hours they played, they only seen 1 to 2. Some of them said they never pulled a single ankle breaker, which could mean multiple things, but it could also be that now ankle breakers are caused by different animations. See, and when 2K17 launched, is like, we knew the snatch back and that like fucking between the legs behind the back fucking cheese. That shit pulled ankle breakers for days, and that's all people used to do. It might just mean there's different triggers now and people have to find different triggers for ankle breakers, but anyway, it seems like it's been toned down. So if you're a playmaker and you're out there fucking making hoop mixtapes, it's actually gonna be lit for you, because in mixtapes, ankle breaker every fucking possession, right? But now, since it's more difficult to hit one, it's gonna be a bigger highlight when it hits. And so for the people that like to make the mixtapes, bro, you should be a little bit happy about that. Something that I think everybody can fucking agree with, except for people who take bad shots, is it seems like they've nerfed passing out of the shot. It makes no sense when you're up in the air, already decided you were gonna shoot. You're not a playmaker, right? You could be a fucking glass cleaner. You can pass out a shot, cross the court, boom, pinpoint accuracy, the ball's not picked off. That shit makes 0% sense. Talking about three-pointers, now, we haven't heard a lot about shooting. We kind of heard like here, there, but there was a tweet. Shout out to Annoying, just the fucking plug. I'm gonna link his shit in the description. He said, I hit a 3 with Nene in the corner, LMAO, but I told him to reduce the 3-point frequency on all centers like him. Now, for people like me, who hate the fact that people with garbage ratings are pulling from 3, this is a disaster. Mike Wang's been playing with the sliders on 2K17 for a hot minute, right? I noticed from my sharpshooter, more layups are going in. There's some small stuff I've been noticing. I could tell they're trying to get ready for 2K18. but why isn't Nene shooting 3-pointer? Now, I don't know what the percentage was, but the fact that he can bang, it likely means if you pick a lockdown and max out your 3-pointer, unless something changes from what they just played, you have a pretty cool chance of hitting wide open with a good release. I've seen this from a couple streams. They're saying that, keep in mind this isn't quick match, when there's 2 minutes left in the game, close game, it's intense, the screen starts to shake. You know, it starts to give you that vibe like, yo, it's really about to go down. And in my mind, I'm thinking, bro, just like Tekken. On the last hit in Tekken, if you guys both have very little health, it goes into slow motion. It creates some of the most fucking lit esports moments, bro. When it goes to slow motion, what the fuck is gonna happen? Which is gonna hit first, and then one dodge, yo, it's the craziest shit. So I don't really know how annoying that's gonna be. I feel like in my mind, I'm imagining it like the free throw situation where the screen is just rumbling. I imagine it's not that intense, but it's in the game. Bro, about time, man. If you guys watched my video, which I'm gonna link right there, where I did NBA 2K17 badges in real life, I was making jokes at Break Starter because it was the most fucking pointless Hall of Fame badge of all time in 2K17. But they're saying this year, there's a noticeable difference. You can tell when a player has Break Starter that he's gonna be hitting them fucking outlet passes. They said that they kind of like toned down the ridiculous cherry picking passes. I don't know if they fixed the shit, the glitch in the post where if you post up, 100% pass success rate. Like you can post up across the court on their side, right? And you would catch the ball 100% of the time if you were in the post animation. So I don't know if I didn't hear about that glitch. Hey, we'll take it, bro. Break Starter needs something to happen. If they left it the same, you might as well take it out the game. That badge did nil. From what we're hearing, it's harder to get green. So wait, hold on. The exact quote is way harder to shoot correct. I think I saw Famous stream and he said that. Hey, I was a little hesitant at first because when you're playing on Park, you're playing on All-Star difficulty with kind of mixed sliders, but they're playing quick games, right? And on quick games, they could have been playing Superstar or Hall of Fame. I haven't seen anybody talk about the difficulty they were playing on when they're talking about making their shots. And so if you are playing on Superstar, you're gonna miss more. It's gonna be tougher to make greens, but when you go back onto the Park or onto the Pro and you're playing on easier sliders, you're gonna start hitting those shots. I think Brian Mazik also said the same thing. He said the percentages went down. There wasn't many games where he was shooting like over 50%, and he said he averaged around like 36 from 3 or something like that. So it's not crazy percentages. Keep in mind it's a quick game, so not everybody's gonna have a max 3-point shot as well. We don't know what difficulty they were playing on. We're assuming the sliders changed a little bit, and they have to get used to all the new releases. And so there's a lot of variables, of course, but the consensus is for the most part is the contested shots is a lot more difficult to hit. A lot of people are saying there's a shot feedback in the game now, which in my mind I'm like, didn't we have that for like the last like what 5 or 6 years, where on the top right it would tell you how contested your shot was and it'll give you a grade like a D- or an A depending on how open you were, how good you released the ball, what your rating is, and all that stuff. And of course, a bunch of people were talking about this yesterday. You can change the color of your shot meter. Do you care? Is it that serious? That was like some big news to people. Like, oh fuck, man, we could change the color of our shot meter. From what we're hearing, just like NBA Live had it, there's a shot meter on the side now, so it's not underneath the player. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like I'm just gonna have to adjust regardless of how I feel about that. There was some major news for the dribblers. From what we're hearing, there's pauses between dribbles. And Annoying was talking about this a lot. He said there's the stamina actually gets reduced when you're dribbling. So he said if you do a move like Elite 3, it takes like 25% of your stamina. Which is like, yeah, who could be opposed to that? Yo, aside from people who clearly benefit off of not having this rule be implemented. Like, why can people dribble endlessly without getting tired if they're a playmaker? I don't get that shit. Low-key, it's kind of cool seeing the clips where you saw somebody a whole possession. That's cool stuff. But when I'm playing, I don't want nobody on my team doing that. I definitely don't want no one on the other team doing that. This is a waste of everybody's time. Yo, get an open shot and shoot the ball or stop burning people's clock, bro. We got shit to do. So stamina gets reduced quickly, and he's saying like small stuff like when you do a hop step, you can't like fucking hop glitch all over the place and flippity flop, right? You can't do the hippity hop action no more. He said it immediately pulls you into a shot. It's been like that in previous 2Ks, and they brought it back now. I guess it's because stretch bigs had playmaker animations that were making them fly all over the fucking place in 2K17. Does it bother me? No, because I don't really dribble like that. Although I'm probably gonna get into it in 2K18 for sure. I'm likely gonna make a sharpshooter off rip, and then I'm gonna make a playmaker after that. But it really depends. I don't know what the archetype system is gonna look like. They didn't get a chance to play it. We don't know anything about it. No one has the game yet, so unless you got a plug with a dev, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to the archetype. There was a few people that said it was a little bit harder to speed boost, which is still in the game, but there's other people who said like, nah, I can still pull it off consistently. So I don't know what changed in terms of the mechanics, but speed boosting's still in the game. And probably the last thing we heard was a bunch of people were saying it's more challenging to lose the ball, which in my mind I'm thinking, is that a good thing? Because I would like to be punished if I made a mistake, dribbled into a guy, or if I don't know, if for whatever reason my dribbling was suspect, right? And it deserved to be a turnover, I wouldn't want to keep the ball in the same way that I would want to steal the ball and be rewarded for playing good defense. Keep in mind, we don't know much about any new game modes, so none of that was announced. They said they were just playing quick matches the whole time, so it's gonna be different. If you fuck with my team, it's not gonna feel the same. Well, a little alike. If you play Park, it's definitely not gonna feel the same. Pro-Am is gonna be different sliders, so we don't know. We don't know if Sharpshooter is gonna be able to speed boost anymore. In the Park, we don't know a lot of shit, but this is what we do know so far. Also, actually, this is definitely the last thing. Is I think I saw a tweet. I forgot who tweeted it, but somebody's like, "Yo, is the trailer coming out soon?" And somebody replied, "Real soon." So, hey, it's that. The way they said it, it sounds like within the week we're gonna get a trailer. I'm making a lot of assumptions this video. But yeah, so I'm hoping in said trailer we get a chance to see actual in-game gameplay, which would be lit as fuck. Hey, but let me know in the comment section, man, cause I know they don't have the ranked unranked part. It's the perfect solution for everything. I'm telling y'all, it's perfect. Keep the casual people happy, and you keep the comp players happy. It's different sliders and animations. You get rewarded differently. It's perfect. Different leaderboards, different rap, different everything, and both sides are happy. You can play on both depending on where the fuck you are, where your skill level's at. I see ranked, unranked parks, or Pro-Am. It could be fucking my team, yo. If I see that shit in the game, bro, oh my god. It's not even, it shouldn't feel like a stretch because so many games do it. Fucking NBA Playgrounds has ranked, unranked. It's not that serious. It's literally, anyway, I'm excited. I want to see what the game feels like, because from what we're hearing, it doesn't seem like a fucking revolutionary difference. In my mind, I don't know if I want it to be. Do we want a new game every year, or do we want some shit to be polished? There's a lot of series, man. There's a lot of games that don't come out and do something different. They just work on what's there and try and improve it, make it better. From what we're seeing, bro, if everyone's talking about some polish, bro, it's getting me excited because I feel like some of the stuff that's been a while and it hasn't been addressed, it's finally gonna be addressed, but speculation. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm out. Peace.